Good afternoon and warm welcome to all delegates and respected madam to the second session of day second of 1 week e-FDP and e-STP on empowering pharmacy education, navigating regulation, global trends and advancing outcome-based education and research. Today, we have, for the second session, we have Dr. Poonam Mogal with us. She is working as a business development and market research scientist, Germany. As far as the educational qualification is concerned, ma'am has completed her graduation from University of Pune in 2007, masters in MTech Pharma Biotech from Naipur, Punjab in 2009, and doctorate in pharmaceutics department from same University of Pune in 2018. As per the work experience is concerned, ma'am is currently working as a specialist business development and market research Merck Group, Bangalore, Karnataka from 2022. Before that, she is working as a technical market manager, Kumar Organic Private Limited, Bangalore, Karnataka from 2020 to 2022. And ma'am has started her career as a market research analyst in Indian Life Science Limited, Bangalore, Karnataka in 2012. She has done various certificate and additional courses like fast track upskill data and digital certification for citizen data scientist by Merck Data Office, Germany in 2024 recently. Then she is also a patent agent who is patent agent from 2018 by Government of India. Then she has also uh, done a certificate course in German language with A1 grade in 2019 in Germany, and general course of intellectual property rights of IPO from Geneva in 2007. As far as the publication and presentation is concerned, on her credit, she has 7 research papers on drug formulation and development published in reputed journal. She has delivered a number of presentation at various industry conference focusing on advancement in pharmaceutical technology. With this very short introduction, I welcome you, ma'am, on this digital platform for e-FDP and e-STP. And I request you, ma'am, to start your talk with the topic Transforming Pharma and Healthcare, a role of artificial intelligence. Please, ma'am, now the platform is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. And yeah, so the topic of today's session is transforming pharma and healthcare, the role of artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Poonam Mogal, and I'll be exploring here how this AI is reshaping our pharma industry and even healthcare sector. So I will be taking you through uh, some of the components of AI. Why do we have to transform our ways of working, and how this AI is going to help us in building our efficiency, creating efficiency. So that's what we are going to do in our next 60 minutes. So yeah, these are the contents which you can expect today. Uh, I will be highlighting different impact of AI technologies on improving processes, and then what are the different contents of this particular AI, and what are the drug delivery processes which we are conducting in pharma, and how this AI is helping us to reshape the way we work in pharma industry. Then there is need for transformation, and how I will be highlighting this with different case studies, and then obviously the application part of it in pharma and as well as in healthcare sector. Then concluding with the future of AI and how this pharma is going to help different competitors in the pharma and healthcare sector. So currently, as you can see, there is rising development cost. So the process of making drug will take a decade to go to the market, and the cost associated with the drug discovery, it's a lengthy, the cost is expensive and the cycle time is lengthy. So the process can take over a decade, and there are different regulatory pressures which company faces during this drug discovery process. And the success rate after investing so much time and cost during this pharma drug discovery, the success rate is less. So it's like less than 12%. uh, 12% of the drugs which enter into the final market. Then when we move to the healthcare sector, we are moving to the personalized medicine. So there is increasing emphasis on the tailored treatments to an individual based on the patient profiling. And a lot of technical integrations are happening. Digital digital technologies are transforming patient care and the operational efficiencies. And a lot of competitors are there in the market, so you will face those market pressures based on that. And emerging healthcare challenges like COVID and all. There are some sustainability initiatives which are used by different companies, and this is circumvented by the AI, which we are going to talk in next few slides. So to give some numbers, you can see over here the average cost to reach the market, uh, to market the drug and to research and develop it, is like approximately 2.6 billion, including cost associated with the failed compounds. So not all the compounds which you have selected in your drug discovery processes will reach to the final clinical trials. You will start with the thousands and millions, and then you end up with top 10, top 100, and only two or one drug will reach to the clinical trial. So this is how the cost of drug development is included here. And as I told, the clinical success rate, the probability is less than 12%. And there are different issues in pharmaceutical R&D, the stagnant pipeline, declining success rate. So this is how we come to the conclusion that there is a need for transformation. So this rising cost, inefficiencies in drug development, patient care disparities will highlight the importance of innovation and adopting these new technologies for us. So now I will take you to the drug discovery process. And how do we find drugs? So it's tedious, it's long-term process from end to end, start with the finding of the target at all, and which mechanisms we want to target. Let's say single protein or complex protein, for example, single protein in cancer cell, or other genes in heart cells like cardiomyocytes. So first of all, we need to understand how this disease works, whether our angle of attack of this potential drug will be a smaller target or will it be a complex. So we will start with the tedious filtering process, screening of molecules. Then we validate the target. Then along this filtering process, you can see that it starts with the target validation, compound screening, which takes like almost 1.5 year, lead optimization 1.5 year, then preclinical testing 1 year, then phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials, and rest of the things. So you start with the thousands and millions of targets, filtering out the best and optimizing for them, testing them from all angles with different experiments and methods, getting more and more complex day by day. So we end up with the final drug on the market. So where do we use this machine learning along this entire way? So we are using it in HR, we are using it in medical affairs, everywhere. So that's why today our focus is to finding the that needle in the stick. So yeah, that's the most interesting part here. So obviously we are biased, so we don't want to see it. And we want to shorten the entire time. We want to reduce the cost associated with the drug discovery process. So basically, uh, we want to have the better chance of success. So instead of starting with millions and billions, we start with hundreds, get down to top 10, and then with our preclinical testing and clinical trials, we want to test only single drug which is going to give you that highest success rate, and you need to get down to that smaller number, and less experiments, less actual experiments. So in silico, computers are using this machine learning. They are using different data science methods. They want to have some confirmation on the optimized drug so that they can make better decisions and this reduce the cost of drug discovery and finally making it to the market. So first step is the lead identification. Then once we have that, we will go to our top product and then optimize that. And basically entire goal of the uh, is lead identification, and itself it's an explanatory term. So if you have the successful drug, we can have the successful therapeutic efficacy of the drug. That's what we can say. So when I will tell you that this is the schematic representation of the drug discovery, and here you can see the target identification. We hit the generation of this using QSAR study, prediction of the synthetic route. And in the entire journey, we will have this drug formulation. So even ML is going to help us in excipient selection. So that's how this, and it is going to reduce our animal experiments and going to reduce our time in designing our clinical trials. Even it is going to help us in the recruitment of patients during our clinical trials. And in final, the regulatory approval or the commercialization part of it. So now I understood this entire session is also going to touch for the regulatory part of it. So yeah, during this entire process, there are different regulatory approvals which are involved, and artificial intelligence is going to be used in your future for drug discovery, and there are going to be different regulatory approvals needed for the integration of this AI into the system. So when we once we have identified our target, now we want to know this interesting part, which is ADME, and the T part of it is the toxicity part of it. So as much as you know that the critical thing in my opinion is this ADMET. So how this drug is going to interact with our target in our body, how it is going to be absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and eliminated, and is it going to be toxic to our body. So we obviously don't want those unnecessary or the toxic reactions for our drug, and we don't want those other properties, and which is going to consume a lot of our time during experimentation. So so we will start with that selected final 10, final 5, final 1. And 99% of your experiments, if you are doing with the traditional way, it is going to be useless, because it the kind of data generated with that data is not going to scale up for the other molecules which you are going to develop it in near future. So AI is going to use this unused data which is available in pharma industry, healthcare industry, that these are the failed molecules, these are the failed treatments in different therapies which were used. So we can, it's good to have clear chemical space, morphological space where you can target using ML, sorry. And let's say this compounds are already, you can rank it based on the affinity to the target, based on the properties it is giving you. So it is going to give you the better molecule at lesser cost, lesser experiments. It is going to be much more efficient and faster. So this is kind of accelerating the drug discovery. And so the finally the drug which is going to reach to the patient is going to be within lesser time than the traditional method. So if you want to gain trust of your traditional scientist, you want to know how this model is going to think, predict, analyze data. So you can tell them the properties of the molecules, you can tell them the how this drug is behaving in the body. So these are the all possible scenarios you can predict using AI. And this is how we can say that drug is optimized and it is finally going to reach to the final clinical testing. So here you can see that this drug, if it is there are like four classes. We are already using it like for solubility criteria, class 2 and class 4 drugs. So for class 2 they are poorly soluble, and poorly soluble, but they are lipid soluble, right? So they are not, they are poorly water soluble but less lipid soluble. So the efficacy is adequate for class 2 here, but the toxicity will be high. So how we are going to having these methods using ML and they are pointing out you to the right areas of the molecules which can help you not only with the small molecules like single protein or complex molecules like antibodies. So you end up with the molecules which are having good affinity, less toxicity, and as well as they are going to give the great binding affinity with the desired therapeutic response. So these are different scoring models which are used in AI, and they are already going to rank different molecules based on their desired properties. So yes, they are going to give you more human-like interpretation. So how we can improve their binding, how that structure can be improved. There are different kinds of parameters you can change using AI model. So now that we have talked about the use, I mean, how this AI is going to help us in the future and how this is going to be integrated in the pharma and healthcare sector. So there are these different time zones which I'm going to present here, where we can see the genesis of AI in medical sciences can be traced back to this mid 20th century with the advent of this basic computational tools. And then these early systems were primarily employed for data storage, and it was only limited to the statistical analysis. And then in you can see this rise of machine learning, where this early computers managed to find these chemical libraries, and sophisticated systems were used to find this AI into the life science sector. Then when we move to the 21st century, it's a digital transformation area with the advanced AI tools and the big data. So you can see that these computational methods are now becoming sophisticated system. They're going to have dynamic and innovative industry into the future, into the present and future era. Now we can see there are different milestones and how this is developed over the years. So as AI has evolved from 1972, from like Stanford University, where they were able to identify blood infections treatments based on the reported symptoms and medical tests. Then we moved to 2011, 2012, deep learning, 2018, and even in 2020, this AI in COVID-19. So it has played a crucial role in pandemic in the form of advanced diagnostics tools for identifying infections and developing mRNA vaccines. So this is going to show the versatility of the AI. And then we are into this 2022, where you can see that, sorry, 2024, where you can see that Gen AI has taken the industries by storm. It is a hot topic now. And how this is like chat GPT, this DeepSeek, everything is going to give you that interesting insights. They are going to uncover hidden patterns, and they're helping in your treatment journey. So AI has evolved significantly, and with these milestones you can see that it is transforming drug discovery, patient care, and even the regulatory processes. And these are the different regulatory environments, regulations, and guidelines which are present and governing different countries and zones. So you can start with this Europe, where it is that GDPR is present in European countries, where you cannot share your personal data without the consent of the person. Data Governance Act, EU AI Act, European Medical Agency AI were planned for 2023. So it is going to change. It is not exhaustive as it is given here, but it is going to change based on the uh, as AI is going to revolutionize this life sciences sector, or parallel transformation has been unfolding in this regulatory environment. So this rapid advancement of AI application and the kind of potential it has, it is definitely going to change a lot of regulatory processes. And you can see even in India, this national data government framework policy is being launched in 2022 with the Indian data sets. And India is also not far behind, and we have joined the elegant list where our AI policy landscape include this mixed strategic initiatives, and we are going to harness the AI power for our economic growth and our societal benefits. Now this is the specific example you can see over here. The Microsoft, they are responsible for this AI framework with six principles. So they are acting as a guide for the usage of AI using regulatory framework. So they are pioneering in this field. So parallel to the government regulations, this Microsoft different companies have introduced these frameworks, where this is like holistic approach. They're dependent on the fairness, reliability, inclusiveness, transparency. So you can see the privacy and secrecy is also an important part over here. So these are the six fundamental principles which anyone who is using AI in their system or in their industry, this will help to innovate and also prioritize human values and the societal benefits. Now, when we come to the market, what are the market opportunities available and what is the future trajectory for the AI? So, there is surge in AI's ability to accelerate drug discovery, interpret big data, even personalized medicine. So that's how this global AI market in medical development is projected to be by like US 97 billion by 2028 at a CAGR of 44.4%, while global AI pharma market is projected to be like 1.5 billion in 2024. Um, and even academic sphere, this AI is being integrated with the CAGR of 26.8%. Then the how we study, how we learn, I mean, this is all going to change the industries in academic, pharmaceutics, and in the other medical devices. So AI is expanding its horizons in different sectors. They can enhance the accuracy of the patient, matching patients with the matching treatment, suitable trials. They are going to boost the recruitment and yes, finally better patient outcome. So the successful drug reaching to the patient is going to be in lesser time. So now that we have explored how this AI is going to help us in pharma, in healthcare, and what are the benefits. So now we are going to start with the what is artificial intelligence in, I mean, basically it is developed by humans, right? So it's an intelligent process, or these are the machines which can think like humans. So according to the John McCarthy, the father of AI, he said it's a science and engineering of the machines which can think like humans, but they are not going to replace humans. So it has different technologies to it, like machine learning, natural language processing, and lot of data sciences techniques, lot of data analytics is involved in the artificial intelligence. So how we will see how this AI is going to work. So first it will start with the leveraging different data which is available. For example, in pharma, we have the failed drug data. In healthcare sector, we have the patient data, electronic healthcare data, their genomic data, chemical compounds data. So this is how we are going to leverage, or AI is going to leverage this data, and then it is going to use different machine learning methods. It's a subset of AI, so where it will have different algorithms to it, and then this algorithms will, then the subset is NLP, natural language processing, where it is going to interact with you in human languages. And then you can see over here, this data AI model is going to learn by itself. So in summary, it is going to learn with the data, it is going to predict based on the learnings, and then inferences will be drawn based on that. And the additional part of it, it is involved into the continuous learning process. So self learning is the new thing which AI is integrating. So it is just like humans, we are refining our knowledge based on the different environments, based on the new situations, new parameters which are introduced to us. So this is how AI is going to work. Now I'll take you to the different steps in ML. So this is basically, I've already given the overview how this AI is going to help, but in detail, if you want to see, this AI is having this processes of data collection, and it depends on the kind of data you are having. If it is without bias, or is there is a lot of variability in your data, so that we need to reduce. So for that, we need to have this data pre-processing steps. Then we will split our data into training data set and our sample data set, and the validation part will keep it over there. Then we'll go to the feature selection. So it will be manual or automatic, it depends on the kind of feature you want in your final data set. Then we will go to the model selection. So depending on your data or the models, you are going to select the model, uh, like supervised learning, unsupervised learning. So in supervised learning, it will give you certain instructions, and based on that, the model will be trained. And in unsupervised learning, instructions will not be given, but there is one more reinforcement learning, where model learns by itself by interacting with the environment, which is like they are receiving feedback, they are getting it in the forms of rewards, even penalties are included in this. So this is how this ML will work. And then after this, the model training will come, and then model performance will be evaluated, validated, and then finally you will have the final data set which is ready to analyze the data. If you are feeding it new data set, it is going to give you the final prediction based on the test data set. So this is like schematic representation. And if you want to go in deeper, so there are different methods available in artificial intelligence, where they will use different models for the predictions, rather than building the general model like k nearest neighbor support vector machine. So it is based on the similarity search. So if your data set and the test data set, they have some similarity, based on that, they are going to give you some models. So this is how this artificial intelligence will work, and will give you the final pattern and prediction based on the data set. So this is how AI works. And now if you go to the prediction part of it, prediction is like, it is going to give you the knowledge you already have in the system. So it is going to analyze your historical data and make some prediction about the future outcomes. For that, it is going to use your machine learning models, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, different algorithms, even statistical methods to identify different patterns. Then this is how this prediction part of it will be used. So it will be used in nanomedicine, personalized medicine, microfluidics, even in drug excipient compatibility. So this is how you are going to leverage AI in prediction. So now, when we come to the application part of it, you must be thinking now. Till now, we are discussing about like how AI is helping us in our pharma, drug discovery, or patient care system. But there are some specialized applications or some case studies. I'm going to give you some overview. So, to start with the pharmaceutical industry, so as we have already looked into it, the drug discovery part of it, like lead optimization or final drug identification, target identification, and then prediction part of it, even the repetitive processes which are involved into the pharma or healthcare sector, they are going to be automated now onwards. And yeah, the other part of it is recognizing text, images, and video and audio visuals. So these are the things which are going to disrupt the pharma industry. They are already disrupting, and in your future you are going to see lot of applications of this AI. So to be specific, in pharma industry, so it is used in all the departments you can see over here, from pharma manufacturing to QA/QC, clinical trial design, drug discovery, drug repurposing. And this is how it is going to help us, like automated manufacturing, personalized manufacturing. So we are going to reduce the unwanted process. We are going to repurpose already marketed drugs. Those are already in the market. Now we are going to find if it can be used for the new treatment, or if it can be used for the new disease. So for example, aspirin, so it is used as an anti-inflammatory drug, reliever, but it is also found that this aspirin is used as a blood thinner. Or even similarly, there is one more drug like Ozempic, which is like anti-diabetic drug, but which is also being used as a weight loss drug. So this kind of drug repurposing can happen with the use of AI, and where it can uncover hidden patterns or hidden diseases or hidden treatments which you can explore using the database you already have. Then yeah, in drug discovery we have already seen that it is used in drug designing, polypharmacology, chemical synthesis, repurposing, and in the drug skinning part of it. Now I'll show you, these are the examples of AI tools used in different drug discovery. So dipcam, tipbox, and so these are the models which are Python based, and they are suitable to they're finding new or successful drug in the drug discovery. And diptox is a software that predicts the toxicity. So based on the purpose of your project, you can decide what your AI model can do with it. So for example, you can see over here the AlphaFold is widely used into the market for its for the prediction of this chemical structures. So all the libraries, chemical libraries, are already available on the internet. And so if you want to have your new molecule with your desired chemical properties, you can always go with the AlphaFold. So this is how it is being used over the years. And there are different pharmaceutical companies, they are already using this AI in their organization. You can see over here Roche, they are uh, associated with the AI organizations. Okine for the drug discovery, development, and clinical trials. Pfizer is associated with Xitapa and IBM Watson. Novartis is also associated with the IBM Watson for usage of this ML, natural language processing, for their immuno-oncology and lot of combination therapies. So this is how different pharmaceutical companies, they are already leveraging the AI in their present organizations. So now I'll take you to the diverse applications of AI. So there are certain applications which we are going to talk in next 30 minutes, where we are going to go through some of the case studies. So this is just an overview here. For example, if you see synthesis route prediction, so it can happen. You can predict the synthetic route. So when you conduct experiment in your lab, you go through lots of trial and error, you go through lot of literature search, and then you come up with some of the mechanisms. But using AI, you can always predict the synthetic route, and you can propose this efficient pathways. Then there is robotic synthesis, where it will enable you for the high throughput experimentation and faster drug discovery. High content experimentation is also possible. And then there is drug designing, so you can predict desired molecular structures and properties for your drug candidate, identifying your target, and drug discovery and compound selection and process optimization that we have already talked about. So this is how they are going to reduce the inefficiencies. It is going to reduce time required for the final drug, or the final successful drug, which is going to reaching to the market and reaching to the patient in the end. These are the more applications which we are going to look into the future slides. So basically, if we think, what are the broad categories where this AI is being applied? So in pharma, it is basically used for drug discovery and clinical trials. So for drug discovery, we have already gone through the process where it is going to identify the target, it is going to identify the best molecule with the desired molecular properties. And then for clinical trial, it is going to enhance our patient recruitment and retention, and analyzing trial outcomes and reducing our dropouts during the clinical trials. And in healthcare, it is basically used to tailor the treatment based on the genetic data, based on the past clinical records. And even it is being used for the diagnostic purposes, like they are going to recognize the text or the imagings and pathophysiologies and all. So it is going to be faster, more accurate diagnosis, and the kind of paper or the pool of patients which are going to be benefited with this is going to be larger than it is in the present. So what are the benefits of this AI? So, broadly speaking, it is going to improve your efficiency, it is going to reduce your cost, enhance the patient outcomes and the satisfaction level, and finally, faster time to market for our new drugs. Even the old drugs can be repurposed, they can also go to the market. So, this is how this AI is going to benefit us in pharma. So, these are the different transformative figures which we have collected here. You can see, uh, so transformative benefit of AI in pharma and biotech. You can see 90% of reduction in time and money spent in drug development processes, as indicated by Forbes. And in clinical trials, it is going to reduce the size of control arm by 30%. So we need to have the control and the test size or the data in our clinical trial. So it is going to reduce by 30%. And yes, it is going to discover the new drug candidates after discover candidate molecules after product launch by 8 months. So this is how this AI is transforming pharma. They are also, for regulatory purpose, if you see, the reduction in the regulatory report writing is also by 40%, and accuracy for predicting the price of new drugs is more than 90%. And this is how this AI is basically revolutionizing the pharma and biotech sector based on its data analysis and data science techniques. Now we will go through, these are the different case studies. They have successfully implemented this AI in the pharma. So Pfizer and Watson, they have enhanced their clinical trial processes for the patient recruitment. AstraZeneca and DeepMind, they are leveraging AI for analyzing clinical trial data. Novartis and this University Pennsylvania, they have explored AI in the clinical trials. And as we have seen, this Roche has this AI powered patient matching, where you can see the correct patient which are recruited into the clinical trial. So this is just an overview how this Pfizer has leveraged Gen AI to drive patient-centric innovation. They have used this cloud-based solutions for the new medicine treatment. It is based on the AWS platform, and this is how they are going to uh, use this AI to generate intelligent search system and manufacturing anomaly detection. This is how they are going to give the solution, and the impact of this um, alliance is that faster prototype you can get the minimal viable product less than 3 months to 6 weeks. So it is reduced to 6 months, cost is reduced by 55%, time is saved up to 16,000 hours annually, and innovation is fostered. Obviously this culture of innovation is fostered into the Pfizer, and they can now devote their time into some other productive or quality task. And you can see over here how this Vijay Belusu, head of data and digital in Pfizer, has said that we have changed our innovation culture. We have done a lot in very short period of time, and it is going to inspire a lot of people. So this is how this different innovations and the alliances between AI and the present pharma sectors, they are going to help. So there are different areas where you can see this AI is being used in pharma, like you can see if it is in research and development, manufacturing and supply, and even in commercial and marketing, it is being used. So when we start with the research and development, you can see these are the different case studies. So Gen AI is used in to get the regulatory submission. So it is going to reduce the time needed to write regulatory document, to reduce the error in your document, and to improve your compliance, and even with the lesser point of time. And this is how it is going to help you in your R&D process. And then there is one more study where they have enabled R&D assistant for route of synthesis, so you can always predict the route of synthesis, and you will have lesser failure rates. So this is how this is going to analyze your data in the lesser time with less cost and give you intelligent solution. That this is clinical agent for R&D efficiency, where it is going to have faster report preparation, study design, faster selection of patients, and the right kind of patients for the clinical trials. Then when we go to the manufacturing and supply, you can see they have also integrated like golden batch analytics. So we have lots of batches during our production. There are a lot of inconsistency, uh, and so even we need to keep it in your document. So manual efforts are involved in here, and this is going to hamper your yield, your cycle time. So wherein we will use this AI and ML models, they are going to optimize your processes based on the golden batch you have received in your uh, past record, and it based on that it is going to give you the correct process parameters that are going to give you proper yield with the batches with lesser cycle time and high process yield. They have also used this AI for the process optimizer for contract development and manufacturing organizations. So currently we are relying on lots of CDMOs where we are sharing our recipe, but we need to have our final product in with the same quality. So for that, intelligent process optimizer, it is going to give you the right product with the at first time, reducing the instances of out of specification results, and yes, even your lead time will going to be shortened with the use of AI. Now, when it comes to the commercials and marketing, they have also hampered the AI usage. So we can see in traditional marketing, a lot of data is involved. So a lot of marketing will be involved. But now with the usage of AI, you can target your patient, you can target your audience. And targeted marketing can happen. It can happen in multilingual capabilities. You can see over here where Pfizer and some pharma, they are using this conversational chatbots, where they can converse in their regional languages and breaking down these barriers and enhancing the engagement with your patient, with your healthcare professionals across diverse region. Novartis has this AI-powered digital assistant for field-faced associates. So on the field, they will give you some insights, the right kind of content needed for the technicalities of the products and services which they are going for in the field. And this is going to this is helping their millions of field workers. And then there is one more study where Warlock Pharma, in collaboration with Theralize, they are submitting this AI generated case study report to the European Medical Agency. So this is how they are going to use it in their regulatory compliance. And you can see over here, GSK, they Salil Kalan over the here is also saying that AI is transforming our commercial front for pharma, and finally our patient engagement. They are making our market easily accessible, and we are overcoming our challenges like data silos and all those adoption gaps and all. Now we can see this case study where GenAI insight, bolstering medical representative effectiveness and enhancing doctor engagement. So when there are different medical representatives, they're already there into the field. They are struggling to get this in clinic face time with the doctors. So uh, they have data from various sources on the doctors and the markets. They have it in different sheets. So they don't know how to make the decisions or how to personalize this engagement with their healthcare professionals, and how we want to use this data so that that time of waiting to get that face time is reduced. Even and at the same time, their brand is developed, there are recommendations or the prescriptions they are um, getting from the healthcare professionals is going to get in the lesser period of time. So for this these companies, they're using this Gen AI, where they could automate the analysis of the data set they already have on the healthcare professionals, there's key opinion leaders, regions, and even therapy areas. So where they can recommend the right actions to MRs suited for the based on the doctor and the based on its personal unique persona and the overall segment strategy. So if you are targeting the antibacterial segment, you need to go to the doctor which is specialized in that particular thing. Or if you are targeting person in the brain surgery or heart surgery, you need to have the data to back or the kind of talk you have with the doctor. So this is how it is going to help your medical representatives in the field, and the impact you can see over here. So the productivity is increased, lesser attrition, and even doctors are benefiting on this because they are getting focused content which is useful for them. And the capabilities, efficiency, and capacity, everything is going to be increased with the usage of the AI. There is one more study like GenAI for improved compliance and efficiency in pharmacovigilance. So pharmacovigilance, where all those adverse drug reactions from diverse sources, um, so it's crucial for the development. And GenAI uses this NLP model, natural language processing, to identify and evaluate this adverse events from all unstructured data, like from videos, from audios, or even from text. And then they are creating a structured data set using tables, data set. And now you can have proper analysis. They will use all the data available on the patient records, clinician notes, which are haphazards or unstructured, and where they will create you the proper data set. And Based on that, you can create your post market service surveillance report. And impact: increased compliance with the regulatory authorities, and timely A reporting will happen. So in and all, so you can see here in summary, these are the applications of the AI in pharma and biotech sector. And in research and development, we have seen that it is used for target identification, for new drug, for drug development, repurposing, even ADME, they can predict the toxicity, safety, and efficacy. And for personalized medicine, genetic profile can be analyzed. And in clinical trials, it is being used patient recruitment, site selection, trial management. So, and in manufacturing, it is used for the automation of the processes, reducing unwanted processes and supply chain demand forecasting, reducing the lead time. And in commercial marketing, targeted marketing can happen, and regulatory compliance can happen with the report writing, and post market surveillance can also be done. And these are the different emerging trends. So AI algorithms, they are changing with the day, and everyone is working through it, and they're going to give you the efficient model which is going to help you in your drug discovery process, and personalized medications that can use all different aspects of your physiology, different diseases you are having, different modalities you are having more. So this is how this is going to help. Then in manufacturing and supply innovation, this is going to help you for the self correction, responding dynamically to the operational changes. If you are going to change a single process, accordingly it will suggest you different changes. And in final, the regulatory compliance will be enhanced using AI. Now we will go to the medtech sector, the healthcare sector, where AI is being used. And you can see that when we are transitioning to this healthcare sector, you see these are the benefited figures. You can see here that there is 70 to 80% of accuracy is achieved for the prediction of heart attack only from the eye scan. So this is how it is going to help you into the treatment. There is a 99% of reduction in turnaround time for the tuberculosis diagnosis, from 3 weeks to 2 hours. And there is reduction in measurement time with AI supported MRI images, even reduction in customer service request with the use of the predictive maintenance, and decreasing workflow steps for the surgery planning and navigation. So accuracy is achieved in this transformation in the healthcare sector, where we have all the variables, digital variables, and those are smart and they are connected devices. They are connected through internet, which is going to record your data. And this is how it is going to help for the predictive diagnostic part of it, and even after having the disease, the correct diagnosis. The current application of across medtech value chain, these are also into three different segments, like research and development, manufacturing and supply, and commercial marketing. So when this is the example from GE Healthcare, where there uses MRI, digital twin of MRI machines to monitor critical components, to detect any potential issues. So you can see here the average increase in MRI uptime is of 4.5 times per year, and even the customer request service request is by up to 35%. So, and these are the different applications in all for the medtech sector value chain, where it is centered around patients. So all the patient data, all the tests, all the uh, genomic data available for the patient, past clinical records available for the patient, they are used, and accordingly it is being used for the diagnosis and the treatment part of it. And when we see the products and services application for the medtech and healthcare sector, you can see it is basically, I mean, it is broadly classified into advanced diagnostic capabilities, remote monitoring and preventive healthcare, and robotics and automation. So you can see over here, when we go to advanced diagnostic capabilities, we will go through different case studies. So there are different company examples, like Path AI is revolutionizing the field of pathology for accurately diagnosing. So this AI algorithm will use all the histopathological images. They will identify those cancerous cells with greater degree of precision, and so hereby reducing the diagnostic error. And here the patient is going to be benefited. There are some algorithms where they are automating the interpretation of radiological exams, and then thermal imaging technology is being used to facilitate the treatment of breast cancer, or underscoring the potential of AI in healthcare outcome. Even oncosystem diagnostics, they have used this can assist breast uses, where they've used this the statistical model for the risk of patient to have this breast cancer. And so that if they are knowing that this is going to happen, they can take all the necessary precautions, and personalized treatment can be given, avoiding all that chemotherapy for many patients. These are certain some quick facts for the medtech sector, where these products and services, they have already revolutionized the diagnostic capabilities. Already 13 products we have approved for the enabled solutions, and 24 patents are granted. And all, you can see that they are reducing the turnaround time, they are increasing the processing time, and finally the pool of patients which are benefiting from this is increasing, like 179% of increase in the proportion of patients receiving this um, diagnosis in the golden hour, or intervention in the golden hour. When we go to the remote monitoring and preventing healthcare, these are the two different platforms or softwares you can see. They are Apollo's Pro Health. They are personalized predictive and preventive health check program. IIB Health Solutions. This is from the startup. They are based on the AI and ML based invasive devices. So based on the your data available through your checkups and all in your electronic health record, this health risk assessment can be given. Your guidance, personalized guidance can be given, and your risk score is given for the vital organs like cardiac, pre-diabetic, chronic obstructive diseases. So this is how this AI is boosting medcare and healthcare sector. Now we will come to the robotics and automation part of it. So different companies, they are already using this. I mean, robotic surgery system. If you have heard about it, so it is being designed for knee replacement surgery. So this example, Miso, they are already harnessing this uh, pre-operative planning time, and this is how you can improve the personalized treatment using this robotics and automation. This is all in all the application part of it, where you can use the AI, the different emerging trends where AI can be leveraged, and even academia is also going to benefited from the usage of AI in the innovation and discovery. When we go through a lot of literature search, this is going to give you the summary, insights, even data and knowledge management can be done. Standardization can happen, then education and collaboration can happen. So medical training or continuing medical education is the field where this AI can help. And even all the healthcare professionals, they can be up to date in their knowledge, or the all the insights they have for the medicines and from the patient standpoint. And there are different recent deals which are happened into the AI sector, and they are already given the purpose of their alliances. So Mayo Clinic has partnered with NVIDIA, Pharma and Biotech for personalized medicine. Tempus has partnered with GSK, the ARC Institute, and I mean, you can see the NVIDIA has partnered with three of the companies. Illumina is one of them, where they are going to develop biological foundational models, and uh, this is how the clinical research can happen in drug discovery can be accelerated. And if you see, there is the surge in investment and expanding the regulatory approvals for AI. So 50% of the approved drugs will involve AI in development and manufacturing in the next decade. 43% year on year will have this AI best medical device approved by FDA. And you can see that there is surge in the AI investment by the venture capitalist from 14% in 2022 to 2024, it is 44%. So now we have come to the challenges part of it. Now we have thought about the all necessary implementation, why I needed, what are the applications, but there are certain challenges which are involved, where like data privacy and security. So we need to safeguard the patient information, as we have seen in Europe. It is GDPR, it is already there. Even ethical consideration need to be evaluated, like addressing biases in AI algorithm. When you are training this data, there are certain biases which are involved. So when you are generalizing the final outcome of your test data, it should not have the biases. And regulatory compliances. So it is difficult to get the regulatory approval or those part of it. The systems are changing and the regulatory authorities are changing, but still there are some aspects which we need to consider. So it is from ethical standpoint, technical standpoint, or even from operational standpoint. So there is a gap in talent. So not everyone is skilled or skilled enough to use this AI, and there is a lot of competition. So if you are upskilling yourself, you are definitely going to uh, excel in the career. But if you are not changing yourself with the times, you are not using this AI skill in your day to day life, or the way you work, how the way you think, analyze data, then there is going to be a problem for you. So, and if some companies, they are not ready to transform using this AI, then there is a lot of things which they need for survival in the industry, in this evolving industry. Because a lot of companies, they are already using this AI for to gain the competitive advantage, to improve their operations, to get the customer trust, to have better customer engagement, and lastly have better innovations at their disposal. So this is how, if you are resisting, then there is a cost involved for the AI resistance. So there are different these are the uh, pillars you can see, where you can these are the different strategies you can include for successful implementation of AI: reimagining your business and operating model, reducing or removing all the unnecessary tasks, having the efficiency part of it, rethinking the tech stack, develop your technology, comprehensive data strategy for AI ready data, maintain your data, and then getting your people ready for the AI, and confronting the changing frontier of risk. So, yes, you need to embrace the change. You need to embrace the AI for the successful implementation. So, when we are saying this AI has the transformative force, so what do you mean by that? So, when I say AI is rapidly emerging, it is emerging across various industries. It is fundamentally altering the way we think, the way we operate, improve, or deliver the product. So this diagram you can see over here, it has a lot of potential. You need to have robot tech stack. You need to have AI ready data, skilled workforce, and you need to confront this changing environment where it will be successfully implemented in your journey. So these are different foundational capabilities in 6 areas where Gen AI can be used, where business can have digital roadmap, their talent can be upskilled, they will have they need to have the operational model with all the methodologies, and where they can track, use Gen AI in their risk management of technologies they can modernize or strengthen, or the data which they need to integrate into the overall strategy part of it. And finally, the adoption: create a plan, develop your leadership, and then get the result. So this is how this AI can be implemented in the operations part. Then what do we want to achieve finally? So yes, AI is going to change our future, the way we think, the way we operate. So we need to have data driven decisions. This AI is in future going to de-risk our lot of assets. It is going to decrease our cycle time and decrease the cost associated with the development part of it. So it is going to de-risk, democratize the way we think, the way we achieve our targets. And so the future of AI is definitely, you know, it's having immense potential across various sectors, and there are certain key trends and advancements which are happening in the coming years in natural language processing, automation part, healthcare, education, the way we are having this informed decision, and how we are integrating this AI with our um, devices, internet of things, or even in education. So, yeah, that's how we come to the final slide of it, the potential of AI to reshape our industry landscape. And this is how you can see there are different industries, they are already benefiting, and there is a lot of potential for the AI to reshape our industry. It is reshaping all the facets of the value chain. It are transition from possible to tangible outcome in reality. And we have gone through a lot of real world examples and the application part of it, and what are the future prospect to it. So AI can make substantial impact, whether it is personalization of the medicine, or the customer experience, or innovation, supply chain, risk management, sustainability. It is going to give you this competitive advantage. It is going to enhance your decision. So, journey towards AI is complex, but it is achievable through systematic approach, systematic implementation of AI. When you need to upskill your talent, you need to integrate your data, the technologies into the system, and it's no longer optional. It is essential to maintain relevance in the evolving system. And finally, you need to adapt. Your organization must recognize the AI, and this is how you are going to unlock new opportunities, hidden things, hidden patterns, and you are going to ultimately transform the way industries operate. And you are finally going to deliver that value to your customers. So that's it from my side. So if you have any questions, yeah, I'm here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Till now, we have not received any question. But one question from my side is, what is the threats in using AI?
Trades in using AI, yeah, obviously the question comes whether AI is going to take your all of your jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is going to take some of the jobs, but if you are upskilling, then it is going to replace the jobs. For example, when there was this invention of bulb, Edison has invented bulb. So most of the industries which were involved into the candle making, they were lost into the journey, but they have created new jobs. So yes, these are the risk, you can say, that is not a threat. that it is going to take away some of the jobs if you are not upskilling yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think your session is very elaborative and informative that participants get each and everything that you have explained, and hence we have not received any question 8. Ma'am, I want to summarize your talk in short that you have started with the AI, development of AI, and you have reached to the future of AI. What will be the future of AI? In that, you have explained the AI which is used in pharmaceutical industry right from the drug discovery till the drug manufacturing and marketing. Yes, even the marketing of one pharmaceutical product is also using AI, like uh, uh, that chain that is used for identifying the potential of the market. And in healthcare, yes, now the healthcare is using AI, like robotics we have in surgery, then patient counseling. For the patient counseling also the AI used, and for personalized medicine the AI used. So AI is used from diagnosis till the treatment in healthcare. And also, ma'am, you have given very good examples where the pharma industry is collaborating with the AI organization like Pfizer and IMB vaccine. Example you have given for the clinical trials, they are using the AI. So, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving insights in using AI in pharma and health care industry. Yes, the healthcare and pharma industry is transforming and using AI for their growth. Like you have also explained that the cost is reduced, the time which is required for discovery of the drug and formulation of drug is also reduced. So definitely the this transformation procedures which is there in the pharma industry and healthcare using AI is drastically changing, and we need to adopt them. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving this insight to our delegates. So from my college, that is, yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and yeah, special thanks for the colleagues who made it possible to invite me to speak, and it was pleasure to share the insights and engage with you during the session. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. For on behalf of Gokhale Education's Pharmacy College, I'm thanking you, and from on the behalf of delegate also for giving such a nice informative session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.